Hello and welcome to the ProfileTree YouTube channel. My name is Terence, and in this video, we're going to answer the question, what is a digital strategy and why does your company need one? Before we begin, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more content like this. Everyone knows that in business, you need to have a strategy. You can remove the word digital altogether. Without a strategy, your business cannot function. The internet is just about everywhere, connecting people and businesses across time and space. The digital era has dissolved borders, making the world smaller and smaller every day. And yes, we are sure you've heard this all before. Digital companies have taken the world by storm. But with that being said, not enough businesses are taking advantage of this opportunity. You now have to constantly make changes to keep up with the ever-changing market. With endless possibilities, the question to ask your business is, how do we identify the right digital initiatives for our company? That is what this video is here to help you figure out. In this video, we are going to discuss the different segments you need to consider in order to build an effective digital strategy. We will then cover the importance of planning and what it takes to execute a complete and effective digital strategy that will help grow your business without wasting your money. Finally, we will help you decide where to start your digital journey and which platform would result in sending the most traffic to your website. There are many aspects to consider when building a digital strategy, but the root of all of them are these four fundamental parts. Who is your audience? What are they interested in? What platforms do they use? Engaging content. Is your content something your audience would engage with? Platform. Which platform would you get the most connection to your audience from? And data. Getting usable data that counts. First, let's break down your audience. Using internet data, such as cookies, you can engage with customers before they even arrive on your website. By looking at your analytics, you can find out who is showing interest in your company and thus figure out who your target audience is. Who talks about your brand and topics? Is it anyone of influence or someone that people follow, perhaps a celebrity? You can use this to bring more attention to your brand and open up future opportunities. What content is most useful to your audience? Remove irrelevant content and show your audience the content that matters. Focus on the data and test different content options. Find out which channels or platforms your audience is using. There are many platforms to choose from, such as Google, Facebook, Twitter, or even Pinterest. But the best way to start is by finding out what is trending among your audience. Find out which content performs best on that platform. Measure, analyze, and tweak to find the best performing outcome. Analysis. Look at the tools that provide real-time data. These would serve the most useful to your business early on, as you'll be able to make changes quickly and effectively. Look at the tools that can analyze that data for you. Then, look at the tools that can automate the process for you. But the most important thing is figuring out which data counts for your business. Which metrics would mean the most for you and your company. Now you know who your target audience is, which platforms they are using, and which content would be the most effective for your brand. The next step would be to set this out on paper. This will require 4 phases of execution. Set a vision, stop and think, create a business case, and prioritize. First, the vision. You have to ask yourself, where would I like my company to be digitally? Then, once you know where you want to be, ask, how do I get there? Now you need to stop and think. Look at your business internally. Are your processes working the way you want them to? Is your business functioning at its optimum? Look at your business externally. What are the needs and expectations of your customers or business partners? Look at the development within yours and other companies in your industry. What are the current trends? Business case. You want to make well-informed decisions about your digital investment based on data and not based on assumption or needs ideas. What will give the most for less? You want your company to focus on digital possibilities as true business development instead of just online marketing, and you will only apply initiatives which stand a chance of making an impact financially or brand-wise. It is important for your company to think holistically, even though it may require more research and planning. The outcome will be worth it in the end. Now it is time to act. Prioritize. Put the easiest and smallest projects at the top. For each project, your business will become better at executing digitally. This will help you close the gap between your company and its digital vision, making the next steps easier and easier. Where to start? Now, the obvious question is, where do I start and how do I use this information to get more traffic to my website? Try to start with one platform and master it before moving on to the next. Whether it be Google, Facebook, or even LinkedIn, start where your target audience is going to engage with your brand the most. Today, we live in a content-first world. People are looking for information before they buy, so you need to put yourself in the buyer's shoes. Some great advice would be to help rather than cold sell. Using this method, you can create returning customers who brag about your brand, not because it may be the best brand, but because of the effect it had on their own personal life. With that being said, here are some tricks you can use to help grow an audience and create an engaging customer base. Number 1. Blogging with SEO in mind. SEO, or search engine optimization, is how a search engine such as Google finds out what your website is about through the use of keywords. This way, they are able to serve up your website to the most relevant audience. Do some keyword research. What will customers be searching in Google? For example, how to set up a website or how to change a tire. Help people solve their problems and engage with your product on your website. If you have an article on your website that answers one of these questions, you're already creating a connection. You can then link your products on your website within the article, perhaps selling a tire wrench or car jack. Having relevant keywords on your website contribute to your SEO score, which would help give your website a better ranking. The benefits of ranking include free traffic, consistent traffic, and passive traffic. This all plays a big role in getting new customers to your site consistently and, most importantly, for free. Number 2, social media marketing. Focus on one social media channel when you're just starting out. It takes time to build a following, but numbers aren't everything. What you want is a loyal following. When you dip your toes into every social media out there, the attention gets divided and the results get diluted. So which social media marketing channel do you choose? Go where your target audience is and cater to that platform. For example, if your target audience is a little younger, you may want to use Facebook. Whereas if you are targeting a more corporate audience, then you may want to use LinkedIn. Engage with your audience on these platforms. This will give them a sense of trust in your website and will keep them coming back for more of your brand. Paid advertising. With paid advertising, it is important that you do not throw your money blind into an ad network because you read it was good. What works for one person may not work for another. Instead, think of the ABCs of advertising. A. Audience, which we have already discussed. B. Budget. And C. Commerciality. Let's look at budget. Look for the most relevant keywords with the lowest cost per click. By doing keyword research, you are able to figure out which keywords work the best for your product and your budget. The more relevant the keywords are, the better conversion rate you'll have. And if you can accomplish that with a smaller budget, then it just makes sense. You could also try to experiment with less popular ad platforms. This may save you some money, as there may be less competition on that particular platform. Commerciality. You have to try and find a way to bridge the gap between the intent of the platform and how you want to monetize your product. This may be accomplished by using clever content. Be smart on how you spend your money. Don't just sell your product on a platform like Facebook, as mentioned before. Try a blog post with links to the relative products or something that will grab the attention of your audience and entice them to engage with your content. Number 4, email marketing. Email marketing is a great tool to turn one-time customers into returning customers. It is also a way to create more hype about an upcoming product launch or special. In order to begin email marketing, you need to turn traffic into subscribers, as well as opt-in forms to convert visitors into subscribers. Focus on building your email list from day one. This way, you do not miss out on any customers, especially the first few. Be realistic with your goals, do some research on the engagement rates of emails, and use that to curate the perfect email that attracts the most potential customers. Put more time into your email list as your audience grows. Some customers may not be interested in all of your products, so splitting your audience may result in a better return in the long run. And finally, digital strategy is not about investing a ton of money into your company's online media budget. It is an inseparable part of the company's core fundamentals. Not just moving your company forward, but making it truly part of the digital era. Now, we want to hear from you. Which strategy do you think is the most effective for your company? If you enjoyed this video or found it somewhat helpful, make sure to leave a like and comment, and do not forget to subscribe for more digital tips and tricks in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.